episode of our strategy play. And I realized in the last episode, I didn't actually talk about one of the other important things which I normally like to talk about, which is analysis, kind of post-match analysis. So in the last match, I lost, and I think the reason why, whenever I finish a game, I always try to look back and say, what could I do differently? What did I do wrong there? What could I do differently next time to give myself a better advantage? So in the case of last game, I didn't have position. I had a nice sniper shot, took a guy down for just over 150, but he was able to heal up. And then when he was coming down the hill, he had position. Hit me with a couple shots. I got down to like 40 health. And then, of course, when you're trying to heal, he comes down, hits you with a pump, and you're dead. So the weapons that I had, because I swapped out my AR for my sniper, put me a bit of a disadvantage so that once I was clipped, I really wasn't in the best position. I think I should have held off on that sniper shot. I engaged because I thought that maybe he saw where I was. But in retrospect, maybe I should have slow played that a little bit and just waited for my position, and at least, until I had better high ground. Because again, like high ground, low ground makes a huge difference. Huge difference. So me having the low ground in that encounter was certainly a disadvantage, especially when you're playing against people that are better. And if anyone's watching this video and thinking about it, I guarantee you, whoever you are, you're a better player than I am. So it's like the way that I win is not through being better. The way that I win is through having better strategy. And as I say, my strategy works. It works a lot. It gives me a lot of advantages a lot of times. Not every game, obviously. Like that. I was hoping to avoid fall damage right there. But again, always trying to figure out like what did I do wrong? What can I do differently? What can I do differently next time? Like that, for example. I take some silly fall damage. Now I'm trying to figure out what kind of weapons am I going to gather. Oh, okay. Now, why did I land over here? Might be also something good to kind of talk about. Sometimes, and I think this probably happens to a lot of people too. You're talking, getting distracted, you're thinking about different things, and next thing you know, the battle bus is taking off, and all of a sudden you're like, oh gosh, I wasn't paying much attention, and now all of a sudden I'm playing this game. And you weren't necessarily super prepared for it. So that does happen to me. I think it happens to everybody. So I figured that I would play it. And so what happened was I ended up over here, this place where I really, wasn't expecting to land. But anyway, I landed over here. And now I'm trying to play it as best I can. I think that chest is on top. Oh, no, it's right there. Okay. So what I'm looking to do now is the same thing I'm always trying to do, right? Is I'm trying to make sure that I have a minimal amount. I want to get to full health, full shield with some decent weapons, and that's what I'm looking to do as I'm running around. So I hear something. I hear the chests. Where? It's one of the reasons why visual side effects also helps, is because oftentimes the visual side effects or sound effects will help you figure out where these things are coming from. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I thought I was out of mats for a second. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now I also got to check the storm. Oh gosh, we do need some better materials. We got to get some shield. Okay. So now what we're going to do, okay, so we have a green AR, not terrible. We have a shotgun, not terrible. But now let's check. I don't think there's anybody around us, so I'm going to check the map pretty brazenly by standing here in the middle. Normally I wouldn't do this. But I do like some of these areas. Holly Hedges is probably a good place to start because the storm will be shrinking in that way, and it will give me a chance to hopefully find some shield. It's not normally a super high trafficked area. Sweaty Sands tends to have a little bit more action. Coming from the end of the map in is normally one of my strategies, unless I'm landing over there by the drive-in movie theater. That drive-in movie theater is one of my favorite spots to land because I don't have to run. It has a lot of chests and it doesn't get a lot of early action, which allows me to loot up, build up my loadout, get some confidence, and then position myself for the rest of the match. So again, here this is more kind of a casual game. Oh, look at that, perfect. So running in... This is not someplace I normally land, so it's kind of an interesting gameplay to talk through. But what I'll do is I'll come over here, right? Now this would get me up to full shield, which is fantastic. Boom. Nice, very nice. In this case, I'll run with the AR in my hand. I love some of the new weapons they just released. They have this, like the C4 with the detonator, which is a super cool weapon, but the problem is that, you know, it's really more for camping, right? Like you're going to set some C4, wait for someone to walk by, like the old spike traps, and then once they come by it, then you're going to trigger it manually. So you can do that if you're playing kind of the camping game, but I don't like dedicating a full weapon slot to that. One of the nice things about the old spike traps was that with the old spike traps, at least, you could... Here we go, we're just going to slowly upgrade. With the old spike traps, they didn't take up an inventory slot, right? So, the C4 does. So that's a bit problematic for me. Okay, so we are still looking at... Now, even though we're at full health, full shield, I'm still looking for minis. And I'm looking to upgrade, of course, as we go, which is nice. Again, like that last game, I upgraded to a sniper. Perfect, here we go. Okay, so I can drop that. Ooh, now see, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop that C4 because I don't need it. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab... By the way, this is not my normal controller. I'm using this new fancy scuff controller. Bloop! And now we're going to escape. Oh, boy. Instead of trying to break down everything, and sometimes it's easier. Sometimes what I do is it's funny, if I'm looking for something in a house like that and I find something and I'm going to run into the storm, I'll just, because that was worth it for me. Because now I have plenty of bandages. I'm going to live this, I'll get through this very easily. But I got the minis I was looking for and I was able to upgrade because the last match, and I'm going to label these in sequence, I lost because I didn't have, I had a distance weapon. I had the heavy sniper, but then all I had was the SMG and the pump. So in that middle ground, as you know, everybody knows, distance is important with the guns, right? So if you're too far away, a shotgun's going to do nothing. Same thing with an SMG, also because of spray, right? It starts to become less accurate. So you got to be really careful about the gun selection that you're making. So if I take a sniper, it impacts the strategy. Now in this case, let's look and see how far we have to go. Not that much further, but the question becomes, when do I pop this medkit? To me, there's no sense in waiting too long because I'm not going to be able to make it the whole way without needing to pop it anyway. So I'm around 20. Because it's 10 seconds, but you start to get it too close. And sometimes in the later storm rounds, when it starts counting down by 2, people really cut it too close. If it's the first storm and it's counting down by 1s, I always pop it with 20. That way you don't have to stress. Right? Now I'll make it there with probably, what, like 60, I'm guessing? Maybe a little bit more. And then, of course, as soon as I run through, I'm already trying to think to myself, what am I going to do? So I got a long way to run. Okay, so when I got a long way to run like this, I'm not too worried about it. Let's see, I guess 60, boom, 67. Okay. So now, what I'm going to take a hot second here, since I got some time. It looks like I didn't run out into any action. Again, I'm kind of in the back of the storm. Where do I want to run to? Now, the dam is right there. I like to be in the far side of this dam because, again, everyone's going to be flooding down from the top. Everyone's going to be coming down from over here. So I want to come over this way. Ooh, let's look at this. Let's see. Hang on. Do we want to take this guy? We don't have full health, full shield, so I'm gonna... Okay, here we go. Now, we might be able to sneak up on him. Let's see. I'm not sure why he's still in that boat. Yorkshire Terrier. Peanut in the background if you can hear the barking. Peanut! Peanut, who wants a cookie? You always threaten a cookie. Always brings a dog over. Oh, Peanut's over here. Hi, Peanut. Hi, you want a cookie? No, I don't want any barking now. Hang on. Do you hear something? I'm going to take off one earphone so I can see if someone's at the door. Did you hear something, Peanut? I didn't hear anybody knock. I'm trying to give Fortnite strategy to my fan base, my followers. This is a pretty important game, Peanut. Do you want to be on camera? I can hold you up here. No? I'm worried that I'm going to get shot here, Peanut, because I'm not paying any attention to where I'm going. No? Okay, Peanut is content. He's back. Threat has been avoided. So now, the only thing is there's a lot of room between me and the back of the storm, right? So I'm a little bit nervous. I feel okay because I started off there, so I know I'm just a little bit ahead of it. But there was that one guy, so I was trying to keep also track of the guys. And look at that. See? It's like trying to keep an eye out where people are. I was just about to say that. Now, this is one of the reasons why also, and I know I've mentioned this in every video, but it's one of the reasons why you want to have a character that blends in with the background. If I'm running around with a giant banana, people are going to see me. But now in this case, I'm going to probably have to run here. I'm going to switch to the AR, because the AR is a little bit more of a distance weapon, and if you can shoot people at a distance, it's better than having them close. So now let's see where this guy's. We're probably going to have to engage one of these people. Let's see, oh, there's that guy right there. Let's see, he's up there. This is a perfect example. I'm going to use the shield, I'm going to use the storm as an ally, right? That person's not going to expect anything coming out of the storm behind him, so I'm going to come up behind him in the storm, knowing that I'm going to take some damage here. Try to sneak up on this guy. So look, I'm following the footprints. Where is this guy? Where is this person? Where is this? There they are. There they are. Once I have eyes on them, see now, look, they're going to pop out of the storm and they're going to try to heal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the SMG. And wait, where is that person? Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. That was my bad, because I didn't see them. No time for that. Oh! Took too much damage. Okay. Perfect example. As I say, when I lost track of him, that was my mistake. Because if you're not coming down there, if you're not going to ambush him, you're done for it. So I came out in the wrong spot, didn't see him. When I lost sight of him, going back into the storm was the wrong play. See, that's what I would do too. People like to build, knock it down. Good strategy play. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching this beautiful video. There'll be more videos to follow.